a dragon. Apparently you're looking for some sort of art object that you will recognize when you see it. Which was very non-specific and unhelpful, but that's all you really got. You also chased a puppy around the city, and it led you into the art museum.
Yeah, that's where we got our quest.
Yeah, how convenient. Very convenient. It's almost like that puppy's trying to help. Wow, it's not an evil puppy at all.
See, there was only one person. There was only one person who's been pressing X to doubt and X to kill the entire time. Aldrich the Puppy Slayer.
You know, someone should make Aldrich a sword.
That's gonna be Aldrich's title at some point. Renowned hero who also killed puppies.
All right. So anyway, you had just killed a gray ooze, and that's when we ended our last exciting escapade. There's a new room opening up before you.
Yes.
Over here. And Bulk is upside down, apparently.
He's pointed in that direction.
I see.
Since I'm coming down from the stairs.
You got a book too. You haven't read the book yet. Well, you did, but that exploded.
Someone has opened it and blown herself up twice, or once at least. Can I turn myself? There we go. Oh, much better.
All right. So, what do? Is Aldrich going to try to read the book again?
Is there anything to the book that she thinks might be there other than more explosive runes?
Why don't you do a spot check? Book looks okay. It looks like a book. You should read it, because it's a book. It's what you do with books, right?
Yeah, sure.
All right. It's in a language you don't understand.
Wow.
Yeah.
How sad.
Rude.
Yeah, people writing things in languages that aren't common. Wow.
Arthur's gonna go over and goes, and he casts comprehend language on Aldrich.
No, that works. I was looking if I still had some.
All right. So yes, this appears to be some sort of holy book of Dialia. Not like their usual holy book, but it talks about how Dialia is great and stuff, and all the cool things she does, like growing plants and giving us sunshine, which is a little strange because she's not actually the goddess of the sun, but that's just your cursory glance. You can study it in more detail later, but it seems like it's some sort of religious text.
Which god?
Dialia.
Dialia.
Goddess of nature, animals, plants, that sort of thing. Occasionally sunlight. The book is magical, but you don't really know what's magical about it yet. Not with your cursory examination that you have performed so far.
Arthur's gonna go into the next room and search for traps.
Alright, well this is a very expansive area, but you can do a roll, and I'll see if you can find anything. How long's your dark vision?
Dark vision. I don't know.
Okay. That's good enough. I'll just say it's good. Do-do-do. Ta-da! That's what you see.
20.
The chest is bait.
Alright, you do not find any traps in this room. However, you do find a nice shiny treasure chest. Well, I say it's shiny, it's actually really rusty and rotten and dilapidated. But it's a chest. It probably has treasure in it. You should go.
Arthur's gonna go up to the treasure chest.
Alright.
I have an 11-foot pole if it helps you.
The treasure chest, upon closer examination, appears to be a chest. It might have treasure in it. I keep saying it's a treasure chest. It might not actually be a treasure chest. It might just have, like, used underwear.
Arthur is in his giant form, so he's just gonna nuzzle it open.
Alright, it's locked.
Hmm.
It probably wouldn't be too hard to break open, but you might break what's inside, so.
Well, Arthur does have open lock, because, you know, he is... The other guy is a kind of rogue.
Yes. So you could turn back into your human form and try to pick the lock.
Oh, you pick a lock with your claws?
No, your claws aren't delicate enough. You need lockpicks and stuff.
Okay, Arthur's gonna...
I mean, I guess you could try, but I'd give you a pretty hefty penalty.
Arthur's gonna turn back to his human form and pull out a lockpick.
Alright. Make your roll.
Normal?
Yeah, just a disabled device, I think, or open locks. I think that's
Yeah.
open lock, which is different than disabled device.
14.
Alright. Alright. Let's see. That roll isn't quite high enough. You're gonna have to take some time. You can take 20, I guess. Waste a bunch of time sitting there, fiddling with this chest.
Yeah, I guess I'll do that.
Alright, what is the rest of the party going to do? Well, he spends several minutes, about 20 minutes, I think.
Elry's reading more in the book.
Alright.
Bulkiest. Well, since Audrey's reading her book, I'm reading my book.
Well,
I
I guess I should
fun
explain
with
a bit more about this room. I don't know if I revealed the exits to this room properly.
Oh.
There are 2 wooden doors
Oh.
down here. And there is another door over here, which appears to be made of stone.
Where was the stone door?
Stone door is up here.
Ah.
And wooden one was where? Down here?
And there are 2 wooden doors down there, yes.
Okay.
Oh, I'll just... Ah! Son of a bitch. I'll look at the stone door, just because it's a stone door.
Alright, it appears to be sealed very tightly. It has some sort of inlaid thing for a large object that might be perhaps used to open it. Who knows? It's sort of...
I see.
It looks like it's shaped like a tree. A stylized tree.
Ah. Yeah, and the door doesn't seem to open like it goes up when it finally
It's
opens.
got a split in
does
the
it
middle,
go-
so it probably opens there.
Ah.
But it's very, very tightly sealed.
Yeah, couldn't even get in like a crowbar foot in there, right?
No, that probably wouldn't work. You'd bend the crowbar before you bend.
No, No, I meant the adamantine crowbar.
Oh.
that Audrey has.
You probably just break. I mean, you might be able to break your way through. It would take a long time, though. It seems like it's very thick.
Yeah, I know. I'm just saying. I look at it. I'm like, yeah, and then I discount the idea and go back, and go to the other door.
I still don't have the adamantine crowbar.
Oh, you don't? I thought
No.
we had one. Shit.
Audrey's
we have a
been
normal
slacking
crowbar.
on her accumulation of random junk.
Do I get the
Yes.
thing open?
Yes, you do manage to open the chest, and inside is a whole pile of gold pieces, several thousand. You'll probably count them out. There's 3,451 gold pieces in there. There is a +1 longsword. I'm just going to identify them for you because Audrey has immense knowledge arcana. There is a scroll. You can cast Read Magic too. So a scroll of Revivify.
Ooh.
And a armor crystal of lesser iron ward diamond, I guess.
Yeah, Arthur takes all these things. They're mine. I found them. Therefore they're mine.
Where's the
Arthur,
crystal
you
of
know.
thought?
Arthur, you know very well that we have to look at it and then we share. That is why we are a group.
Well, you don't even see what Arthur got out of the chest. There wasn't any gold in the chest. Just these things.
The gold does glitter very brightly, and
So,
there's like thousands
if
of gold.
there's no gold in there, why are you specifying gold?
Could I roll a bluff check?
Yes, but with like a -10. Or I guess Audrey gets a bonus to her DC or something. Yes, I mean you can roll a bluff check to see how good you are lying, but it's up to Audrey if she believes you.
I mean, do I see any gold from my vantage point?
Make a spot check.
I mean, it's fairly. I might roll bad.
Yes, Arthur spilled a lot of the gold on the ground as he was trying to stuff it frantically into his pockets, and he made a lot of noise. He wasn't hiding it very well.
Okay.
For bookkeeping purposes, what was the crystal?
It's an iron ward, lesser iron ward diamond.
Okay,
Unless
and
I'm
the rapier
confusing it
was
with something
just.
I rolled it up.
This thingy was just a +1 sword, or what was it?
Yeah,
Okay,
+1 longsword. But the iron ward diamond, it can be attached to a masterwork set of armor and gives you 1 -DR, or DR1- for up to 10 damage per day.
Oh, that's really cool.
And since it's a lesser crystal, it can be attached to light armor even.
Oh, that's awesome.
The more advanced crystals require heavier armor to attach.
Yeah.
And also magic armor.
Yeah, absolutely.
But since it's an armor crystal, you can detach it whenever you want and replace it with something else.
Well, I look at the gold and I look at Arthur. You know, sharing is caring.
I don't think Arthur cares.
Arthur goes, yeah, I mean, there's no gold, but you can have the sword and the scroll. I get the crystal.
I have no idea what the crystal does, so I mean, I don't.
Yes, actually,
react
I
too
mean,
much.
you don't know what it does until Audrey examines it. So
Yeah.
Audrey, what's this do?
All right, now you can tell her if you want to.
What am I looking at the moment?
The crystal.
Oh, that just makes armor better. More or less. If you get hit on your armor, it goes through less, or something like that.
Yeah. You can,
It's weird.
You can have the scroll and the longsword. I'll keep the crystal.
And all the gold.
To
That
be
wasn't
fair.
there.
And Arthur, just so you know, the gold is kind of obvious. Just say from the door that I'm looking at. Oh, and if you find some weird symbol pictogram or something, I think we could insert it in the stone door over there. And
So you're just letting Garth steal all the...
Well, I don't care too much about gold.
What kind of adventurer are you?
I care more about astral diamonds. Because they're a lot of gold.
Yes, gold. This is about 3 astral diamonds worth of gold.
Really?
So,
Holy shit, that's a
yes.
lot of gold in there.
There's 3,005.
Oh.
I
Well,
forget what
maybe
number
we
I said.
Do we have a bag of holding somewhere or something, or a haversack or something?
Yes, Aldry has one.
Because really, carry
It's a lot of gold.
that is very difficult to carry in an efficient way. Let's just put the gold in the haversack and then we fix it later when we get back, okay?
I think it's fine. Aldry carries all the stuff.
Yes. The little tiny gnome with the giant backpack is the pack mule.
3,451.
That's hilariously much gold to try to hide on someone's body.
Yes, it's like 20
Also, Aldry cannot carry that much.
In your haversack?
Yeah, it's at 70.3 pounds.
Fine.
I actually reduced the weight of gold by a factor of 10 in this campaign. Gold coins are a lot smaller. Because 50 gold points to a pound is kind of ridiculous, honestly.
I was going to say, fine, like, we will just put some rope around the goddamn chest and I'll carry it as a backpack.
A standard magic item that like a level 10 adventure will buy costs like 200 pounds of gold. That's ridiculous.
Not 200 pounds of gold. Everyone can carry that around.
I mean, if you're a dragon, maybe, but.
I thought isn't that well? I guess he's probably stronger than Aldry, but he's not insanely strong. Bulk is
yes, you are. You do have a lower carrying. Although I guess you have the same carrying capacity because you're the same size. But anyway.
Yeah, but he can grow.
Yes, he's gonna have his birthday soon, and he's gonna magically go up a size category. I don't know. He's like slightly bigger than small at this point. He's pretty close to being medium-sized. Anyway, the doors at the bottom appear to be made out of wood. They are like the other doors, rotten and
Arthur's gonna check them for traps.
All right. Search.
Level up. I need to get up my open lock.
I will help. Oh, I will attempt to help, rather. Where's my goddamn?
What was the weapon finesse house rule thing?
Basically, any weapon that you can use weapon finesse feat with, you can automatically use weapon finesse. You don't need the feat.
So the longsword would need finesse, but
yes, if you take the weapon finesse feat, you can use any weapon with dex, but you take the feat for it.
Okay, 21.
Yeah, you don't get help from me.
The longsword would not be good for Aldry because
I fucked up.
Strength one.
It looks like there used to be a glyph of rotting on this door, but it seems like the rotting of the door has broken the glyph, and now it no longer is active.
Arthur pushes the door open.
It's stuck.
Aldry, can you get the door?
I mean, Bulk could smash it open too.
How am I supposed to open the door?
Yes.
Well, we could always take Audrey and use her as a battering ram.
Wow.
I'm kidding, Audrey. Don't worry, Audrey. I'm just saying you're about the size of a battery ram, and then I smash the door with a flail.
All right, it opens up. I'm not gonna make you roll another natural one on a strength check.
Hey, my normal attack rolls have been fine, but anytime I do a strength check, it's
you know what? Nope, roll a strength check just for fun. Let's see how the dice are treating you today.
I have never had a good strength check in this goddamn campaign. Okay, that's a mediocre one. Whew! A 7.
Dude.
I don't think I've rolled over 10 on a strength check. Fucking
yeah, Arthur's gonna check the hallway for traps.
Alright, I'll use your previous search roll. You don't find any traps.
I will follow behind. Oh, you want me to lead? Okay, I can do that.
No,
Well, I mean, you have to lead in order to search for traps, but
You can
Alright.
totally point out that there's a trap there after they triggered it. That counts. That's how he's done it so far.
all right.
you know, it's funny. I've got my last 3 check for trap balls were 2, 1, and 3. They're all
Yes, this dungeon has definitely been mowing through your wand of vigor charges, hasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
You've used like 8 of them, or something.
I am down to only 4 charges on the wand. We need to buy a new one soon.
the player who's a cleric.
Yes, or a new player in general.
Hey
Oh,
man, a
look.
cleric doesn't help you healing when everyone needs like 50 spell slots of healing.
Yes. I mean, you could get that. What is it, dragon shaman that gets fast healing up to half health? Everybody, that's kind of useful. Although not that useful. Not useful enough to be a dragon shaman anyway. All right, that in the middle of it is a large table. It has a bunch of rotten, wet, planty stuff on it. Basically, everything's all rotten and covered in detritus. There is a rotten door here. This
nice.
one, unlike the other ones, is not very thick. It appears to have started to rot away, so the point that you can actually see a bit inside. Looks like there's just a sort of a closet.
Search this room.
Is the thingy an altar? It looks like an altar. And if so, is it a magical altar?
No, this one is a table. It looks like there is a spot on the ground, sort of here, where it looks like there might have been an altar once, but it's hard to tell.
Can I search around the room?
Yes, you can.
29. Not a terrible roll.
All right. All right. As you are searching around this table, a very bright light suddenly issues forth and starts floating around the room. And a booming voice says, "Who disturbs this place?"
So, why would I tell you that?
This was once a sacred place. Why do you disturb it?
Someone told us to go find some art here, and also it's kind of decrepit. You might want to get some renovations.
So you seek to plunder the treasures of this place?
Is a strong word. You know, I like to use the term recycle.
Do any of the other members of the party react to this? You can hear it and see it, see what's going on.
Aldri's hand meets face.
All right. You can do a knowledge religion, I think. It's an outsider. So it's actually the planes.
I have no clue.
It's a lantern archon.
Ooh! Those guys are pretty cool, I think. Aren't they the knowledge dudes?
Kind of. They sort of like act as guides. Unless they're angry, in which case they do angry stuff.
Bulk leans down towards Audrey and just go, "What is this thing, and why why is Arthur insulting its place, I guess?"
All right. The lantern archon, anyway, at this point begins to glow more harshly, and Arthur needs to make a will save. A relatively easy will save.
Mm-hmm.
This guy's only CR2. Alright. You get the feeling that this thing is...
Aldri whispers back.
You get the feeling that you've done something wrong.
At least
Also. You feel
answers
kind of guilty, despite yourself.
that it's a Lantern Archon, and it's usually a divine guide of people and Horde of Knowledge. No, wait, that's the book. There's also ones that look like a book.
Arthur goes, well, you
What
don't
you're
have
thinking
to
of.
be. I mean, I'm not saying like it wasn't once a nice temple. I'm just saying it's gone. It just could use some repairs.
Alas, this place was desecrated long ago.
And so
Do you seek to remove the I should have come up with a... It's...
no.
The DM pauses time for a moment in order to think. Yes. What should he say?
See, he's a little young. He doesn't really know how to talk good and express his words. We're not actually here to plunder, we're here to bring things back to civilization so they can once more be seen by people and people can pray to the things if it's a thing. I don't know exactly what it is, but it's probably better than rotting here. To be on display in a nice city where people can worship it or whatever. Look
yes,
at
either
your
Make a
old
diplomacy check.
nice things.
yeah, I mean either in a temple or in a. All I hear is it belongs in a museum in the back of my head.
I mean, you are going to bring it back to a guy who's in a museum, so presumably he wants to put it in a museum, maybe.
Actually, before I do that whole thing, how does Eldrin know how people feel about using divine insight to not be retarded? Or at least Archons?
They are fine with you using divine insight. Like,
Okay.
you are asking the gods for guidance, which is something that they totally are in with.
So
Like,
it's
people should do that all the time.
15 to that.
All right, so you're not totally retarded with your diplomacy check.
No, wait, it's a plus 10. It's a plus 5 plus caster level, not 10 plus caster level.
Oh, so it's
It's a 20 instead of a 25.
Okay. All right.
Also, you should totally join us in returning back to civilization. Maybe you can show others your teachings, the wisdom of the lost, whatever
I only
this was
came
about.
here when this place was disturbed. Do you seek to remove the object of desecration from this place?
The object of desecration? What? So there's a thing here that desecrated this place? Removing the thing would desecrate this place. What?
Long ago, the worshippers here found an object in an old ruin. Not knowing what to do with it, they brought it to the priests. But when it was brought to the temple, it was cut off from Dialia's holy light. And despite this, the priests, in their avarice, kept it here. No, it was an object of some type.
We will know it when we see it.
Perhaps. It is beyond our sight. It
So
cuts off the gods.
basically, you're
from this
telling
world.
us we should take the thing and remove it from here that we came to come here and remove?
Perhaps. Where will it go once it is removed from here?
A nearby city,
Mus-
probably in a museum
a
for
museum.
people to look at.
A museum of a powerful mage.
In Zythis, then. Well, I
Yes.
suppose they cannot become any more godless, can they?
A part of Ball just goes, no, do not giggle. But another part goes,
Very well. Take it from this place, but beware. The godless powers here have corrupted nature in this place.
And don't have to tell us that twice.
Would you guide us through this place and help us avoid any traps left for
I cannot
people
go
that
near
want
the
to desecrate
object.
it? Oh,
do you happen to know where in this so-called, well, in this temple where the object is supposed to be? I mean, you can't see it, but where is
It is in
supposed to?
the inner sanctum, behind a sealed door of stone.
Ah.
This object maybe allow you into it, and he illuminates a small metallic tree on the ground made out of gold
Oh, perfect.
and silver and pretty stuff.
That is the symbol that I saw we should put inside stone door to open over there. Yes. By the way, what is behind this door? I point at the really shitty wooden door that's behind me.
That is a closet.
I swear to God, I thought it was going to say, that's the privy.
Arthur opens the door.
All right.
Oh.
Inside is a bunch of rotten crates and barrels and junk.
Can I
You
search?
can search through it. Yeah.
All of the cleaning
let me
supplies.
check my inventory for a thing.
All
And
right.
this might save me some
31.
monies.
You find some wine bottles that have some liquid in them. Probably vinegar by now, but you know.
Arthur uncorks one and smells it.
It smells awful.
Okay, that's the wine's all gone bad.
A single tear is shed by Bulk behind his armor.
There are a couple of nice cups and things that you might be able to sell for some money.
Just taking all the nice cups.
They're made out of pewter or something. They're sparkly. Well, they're kind of sparkly. They're reflective-ish. They are shiny-like. They resemble a shiny object.
I go pick up we pick up the
Did
metal
I
key.
actually not bring the thing that I thought I brought?
I'm going
I'm
sideways.
disappointed. No, I have it.
What are you bringing with you? What?
All represents a dark gray ironstone to the thing and asks it if it can cast its continual flame on it, so she has a perpetual source of light.
I am not here to cast spells for you.
Aw. But it would help us, it's really dark in here.
You do not need the light, do you, dark little gnome?
No, but the centaur with the torch does.
Yeah, but the centaur does. Really, exactly.
Well, he's not here.
Wow. Way
I
to abandon
have
me.
done all I can for you, and with that, the light winks out.
Aw.
Well, let's push little symbol into little door. Let's see what happens.
All right, as you open the door,
Yeah, never mind.
a heavy fog that obscures vision issues forth from it and covers is it control to draw? No, it's shift. I don't remember. Alt. There we go.
I mean, I just trusted that guy.
This whole area is obscured in fog. You can't see what's inside.
Well, I guess I'll just have to poke with my lance to sense where things are.
All right.
Audrey also has a 11-foot pole she can use for that.
Yep, yep.
Arthur has truce, has blind sense, so he's fine.
Yep,
All
yep,
right. So
yep.
who's going in first?
Who wants to go into creepy fog first?
I mean, I
You
should
just
go
volunteered.
I'll just go in because it might be traps.
Okay, I will let the dragon enter first.
5-year-old is a human shield.
I'm not a human.
All right. As you go in, your blind sense indicates that there is some kind of moss all over the ground
Search for traps.
of this chamber. Yes, you can. I will reveal a little bit of this room for you.
The world's biggest fart is coming out of that room.
You don't find any traps. You find a bunch of moss on the ground.
It's just a bunch of moss, no traps.
Do you guys follow in close behind, or are you waiting for him to like? Do you hear screams, or either he screams or he comes back, or like
No,
you wait
I'm not.
10 minutes and he's not back, and you assume he's dead, and you just leave?
Well, I guess he's dead. Let's leave him. No, I'm following just behind.
All right. So you enter into the room.
Oh my. Ugh. I got stuff all over me. Ugh.
It has horrible moss. I should change its layer. Sorry.
Don't worry about it.
All
Nope.
right, so yes.
It was actually on the correct layer. It's actually filling the entire room and we walk into it.
Maybe.
Why does
there
it always
is
have to...
sort of a stairway that leads up to another room upper here.
Why does there always have to be sticky stuff? Always sticky stuff.
All right. And Audrey's in the room too? You're like over here? All right. Suddenly, I said suddenly, no moving.
But you moved me down.
Yes, well, you should have like been more specific.
Declined. You should have declined when he said like here, and you were like, okay. You should have said no.
All right. Suddenly, the moss springs to life.
God damn it!
Everyone needs to make a reflex save.
God fucking damn it! Oh, okay. Never mind. I'm pretty okay.
All right. Arthur, where's your reflex save?
Oh, poor Arthur. Our 5-year-old that we keep on saying.
Yes. Arthur is entangled by the wispy strands of plant-like matter that issue forth from this thing. And he needs to make a fortitude save. All right. There's strange liquid on these vines, sort of stings at your skin or your scales. I don't know what form you're in right now, but
Human form. He really needs to figure out a form that's a mixture of human and dragon.
it could be a dragonborn, I guess.
That's his.
But you've never seen one before.
Oh yeah,
So
yeah, he did. He's.
You'll
All
figure
right.
it out.
Anyway, so yes, this strange liquid issuing from the vines burns at your skin, but doesn't seem to have any immediate adverse effect. And at this point, we roll initiative.
Why do we always fight the most interesting things? Like a pile of moss.
9. I'm rolling terribly.
Whoops, I
Right,
accidentally
Moss
clicked
is
again.
going to get
Never
some
mind me.
initiative too.
It was 13, not 6. Stupid double clicks. What I'm gonna do, hit it with a fucking torch? Oh my god, it has a -5 initiative.
Can Aldry
Alright.
tell anything about the moss from it suddenly going up?
This is weird. The fact that something goes up suggests that it might be intelligent and was trying to trap you. Also, it seems Um,
I was thinking nature check,
but you've never seen anything quite
accidentally
like
got.
this before. It might be a unique creature.
Ooh.
How the fuck do you fight a mound of moss?
Alright, Eldry. It's your turn. What do you do?
Would I have to roll against concealment? Or is there enough of stuff below me and around me to just get hit anyways? If I shoot in its general direction.
You probably can shoot at it, yes. If you leave the moss, the fog will make it concealment and stuff. But if you're in the moss, I'd say you can attack it just fine.
Ah.
But of course, if you're in the moss, then, you know, you're in the moss.
Pew pew.
Well, yeah. Just imagining shooting a piece of moss.
Your bolt doesn't seem to do much damage. The moss is actually surprisingly sturdy.
I know.
Oh no, I should have grabbed a sword. Actually, I think I still have a sword, don't I?
I mean,
Yes,
you
I
have
do.
the sword you just got.
Yeah, but I
Yes.
don't have it. Andre has it.
All right, Arthur.
If I change shape, would this thing lose grip?
No. It would still. You can. It's basically an entangle spell, so you can use Escape Artist or Strength, or you can just try to free yourself.
I'll use Escape Artist.
Would the longsword resize to if Eldry wields it? Or would it be
No,
oversized
It's
to
a
8?
medium. It would be oversized.
Okay.
You could use it as a greatsword. I don't think you have greatsword proficiency though.
Me too.
I don't think you have longsword proficiency either, actually. All right,
Let
that
me
is
check
enough.
Arca's proficiencies. All simple weapons.
But that is your full round action. But you can move at half your speed if you like.
Eldry does not have proficiency with a longsword.
All right,
Right,
that's
so
still
yeah,
within the
it's-
moss. The moss contains this whole room. So if you want to leave the moss, you'd have to go over here.
Yeah, Arthur's going over
Oh,
here.
where Eldry was.
Right this time.
All right, Bulk. This horrible moss monster.
Well, you know. Okay, actually, I just remembered I need to do something. Roll 2d5. Let's see what maneuvers I have. So 2 and 1. Okay. I will bring out my longsword as my move action.
Is it a plus
And-
1 longsword at least?
Nope.
Well, it
It's
is
a-
now.
But I will use
Who
foe
also
hammer and
has been
attack.
upgraded.
I mean, you can't hand it to him in the middle of combat without using your own action. So
Yeah, fine.
But I will attempt a foe hammer, which will ignore all its resistances and other things. So that's nice.
all right.
And add 2d6 extra on top of that 2d6 it has. Let's see. Slash. Let's see if I hit it. It's a fucking piece of moss, right?
It's a surprisingly sturdy piece of moss.
Yeah, but I mean to hit it. Fuck it. I'm not gonna power attack. Screw it. Just attack it. Attack. What? I did something very wrong with that one. Never mind me.
Let's see.
What did I click wrong here?
I think you must have gone through one of the prompts too quickly because it says ++0. That's happened sometimes. If you go through the prompts too quickly, you don't give them a chance to actually autofill before you enter them. All right. Well, we'll use your initial roll. Your initial roll was
Oh, okay.
the same, I think.
It was
Instead of 10.
8. All right. So that's actually a 21 and
Yeah.
12 damage. Okay.
oh, and 10 on top of that.
And 10 on top of that. All right.
Yes.
You smash the moss, and it is now scrape some of the moss off from the other moss, and it's now damaged, I guess.
I mean, I understand what you mean. How do you describe moss taking damage? This is a ball of moss.
All right. It's the moss's turn. Everyone who's still on the moss, which is everyone except Arthur, has to make another reflex save.
Yeah. Of course. Yeah. Ah,
All right,
shit.
Bulk, you are now entangled, and you need to make a fortitude save.
Ah, shit.
All right, hooray! I get to actually do something with my special abilities instead of you guys ignoring them all. All right, you take 3 dex damage.
Oh!
Why did it have to be dex damage? Yep.
All right, and then that was an automatic action. For its actual action, it's going to. I guess it's going to attack Arthur because he's not on the boss anymore, and it doesn't like that.
Oh, okay.
So it doesn't have that much in the way of like actual attack rolls, but okay, it misses Arthur. It tries to like extend some mossy tendrils towards you, but yeah, it's not actually very
Arthur
competent.
just moves slightly to the left.
Yes, you can pretty easily dodge it. All right. Now it's Audrey's turn again.
Would Eldry know that the mouse doesn't extend?
The moss does extend up there, actually.
Nah,
You should
okay,
probably change
so
this
that's
graphic
usual.
to the entire room.
Well, that just means it's time for Pew Pew.
Okay, it's immune to
And of course
crits,
it's a plant. Damn it.
but you do deal 7 damage. All right. You shoot at the thing on the floor underneath you. All right, Arthur, your turn.
I'm gonna shift back into dragon form.
Okay.
That's a full round action, right?
I believe so. Or let's see. It might just be a standard action. Let me see. Wait, is it alternate form or change shape? I don't remember. Either way, I think it's a standard action.
Oh, so I can't make an attack.
Yeah.
Okay.
You can move though if you want to.
Yeah, Arthur's going to like fly. Is it just to fly like hover? Well, I don't have hover, so you're not.
The ceilings are only about 10 feet high, and yeah, you can't hover. So even if you were to fly above it, you would still be within reach. Although you wouldn't be automatically entangled.
Arthur's gonna fly above it like you.
All right. You have to move every turn though, if you're flying. So you can fly over like here. I'm not going to look up the exact rules because they're extremely complicated, and I don't have time for that. But I probably should eventually. But they're going to change again once you change size because your flying is going to get less maneuverable. So I don't know.
2 flying maneuver speeds, but you know, he's good at flying, but you know he doesn't do it very much.
All right. So it still would be in range of its like tendrily attack, but not automatically entangled. All right. Bulk.
Stab.
You're entangled. You
Yeah,
can free
but-
yourself if you want, but that's a full round action.
Yeah. I know. No, I'm gonna stab it and stomp on it. Well, attempt to stab it and then stomp on it. Yeah.
I should point out though that if you do remain entangled, you're going to have to make another fortitude save next turn.
I know.
But then, I mean, you still might have to if you make failed a reflex save. So
Yeah, exactly. So I'm just gonna do what I can do essentially. Yeah, I'll do. Where is it? Yes, I will just do that. Screw it. Too complicated. Long sword. And then 2 hoofs. Oh, that's a fumble. Eh.
Alright, hoofs don't seem to have much effect.
No.
But your longsword does manage to cut a decent swathe through the moss.
Yep.
Alright, Maz's turn. Aldry needs to make a reflex save. Bulk needs to make a fortitude save.
Yep.
Aldry might have to make a fortitude save.
Fuck's sake.
Hey.
Aren't you supposed to have good fortitude saves? You got +9.
I have +9. Yes. But you know, saves and stability
Alright.
checks. Fuck it. See how much I lose this time. That's gonna be fun. I'm gonna be a cripple by
3
the end
more
of
dex
this.
damage.
Ooh, nice. Woo!
Fortunately,
Cripple
you don't
horse.
die from dex damage. You just become paralyzed. So,
Yeah, but it's still pain in the ass.
I'm pretty sure you become helpless if any stuff hits.
Well, if your con hits 0, you're dead.
yeah. I mean, con is the only one that kills you when you reach 0.
Yeah, but don't the other ones make you helpless because, like,
Yes, you're
Yeah.
helpless. You're either
You're
paralyzed
very
or
helpless.
unconscious.
Okay.
But, yes.
Intelligence reply just make you a window like
No, it
Well,
actually
you-
makes you unconscious. You have to have an intelligence score.
You'll turn into a vegetable, essentially.
Although, if you get below 3, you become basically animal-like. So,
Yeah.
all right, Aldry. More
Pew,
shooting.
pew. Yeah,
All right,
I
5
have
damage.
crowd controls, and spells that stun, but those don't apply
You
to
guys
this.
were not very well prepared for this dungeon. Maybe you
And
should have
prepared for other things.
scouted out beforehand.
I'm going to use ice cone of coldness in this direction, not in the direction that's gonna help my allies. This direction. And
Okay.
so, I'm also gonna use. I also have lingering breath, so it takes half of the damage, and the DC save is 14. I'm not using maximize breath.
All right, and that's a reflex save.
It takes 10 damage of cold.
If it makes a save, which is really quite low. So, yeah, 10 damage. All right, you freeze up some of the moss, and it turns into ice and stuff, and it's dead. And I don't know, bad stuff. Bad stuff happens to the moss, which is good for you. Yes. And it takes 5 next turn. Okay, bulk.
I do not like. I really do not like. I'm gonna two-hand my sword. Fucking asshole stuff. I'm gonna power attack it.
Oh, and also you have to move on this turn because you're flying, so you can move over here.
He's flying?
Yes, that's why he wasn't affected by it
No.
last turn. He's flying above it, close to the ceiling.
God damn it, it's only 13. But maybe it doesn't have a very good AC.
It has a better AC than that, unfortunately.
Ah.
The moss is surprisingly sturdy once you try to actually cut through it.
I guess I'll just try to hoof it then.
Boo.
Nope, that didn't work
Rip.
out. No, that one didn't work, but let's try another one. God damn. Wow.
Alright. Mossy's turn. Bulk makes a fortitude save, Aldry makes a reflex save.
I almost want to say I already know what's gonna happen, so it's fine. Oh, 19 this time. Ooh.
Alright, Bulk passes the fortitude save. Aldry unfortunately fails the reflex check and is entangled, but passes the fortitude check. Alright. And first attack is going to grab at Arthur and try to pull him down. Oof. That's a touch attack, by the way. So is your touch AC 14?
No, my touch is still.
Is. According to your character sheet.
Oh,
14.
touch AC. Oh, yeah, 14. Yeah, so.
Alright,
so
it's going to make a grapple check, which is really, really high. I don't know if you can actually even beat it, so why don't you roll first?
you know, you love them with
Yeah,
Well.
grapples are so fun.
grab.
Alright, so yes, it grabs you with its tangly tentacles and pulls you down to the ground, and you need to make a fortitude save.
Yeah, that's great.
Alright. You take 1 dex damage. And you're also entangled. Alright, Aldry.
Does the entangle affect my attack bonus?
It does not. You just can't move.
Okay. Pew pew.
Alright. Takes 5 damage as your bolt spoke into some of those pokey bits. Arthur, you are stuck to it.
Escape artist.
Alright. By the way, did you roll for when your breath weapon recharges?
1d4. It's
Alright, that unfortunately is not enough to escape. So you're still entangled.
3 rounds.
Alright, and that was a round ago, so next round I think you recharge it?
Yep.
Okay. Bulk.
Yeah, I'll try to hit it.
You're using... Yes. And you're not using a magic weapon, right?
No, but I'm going to make shit. What is it called? One more. I'm gonna attempt to do a tactical strike.
Okay. Tactical strike. What's that do?
It will only add a 2d6 damage, and if I hit, and each ally can take a 5-foot step immediately.
Alright, if they're
Want
not
to.
entangled.
Yeah, exactly. But it's extra damage essentially.
I think... Is everybody entangled now? I think everyone's
Think so.
entangled.
There we go.
Alright, unfortunately you miss.
Oh well.
Alright, so what's the mouse going to do now that everybody is entangled? It is... Okay. It's going to wrap its tendrils around Bulk, I guess, because he's already taken the most damage.
Okay.
And this is against your flat-footed AC.
If it's against my flat-footed, or do you mean my touch or my flat-footed?
Flat-footed.
20 is my AC then.
Okay. So it fails to attack you. It wraps its vines around you, but fails to actually accomplish much because of all your armor and junk.
Yep.
Alright, Audrey.
Pew pew. I am sad.
If only it could be
If
critical.
only it wasn't a plant.
Alright. By the way, is that a magic weapon? No, it's not a masterwork. Okay.
It's only
It
master.
says in the thing. Alright. Alright, Arthur. Your breath weapon's recharged.
I'm not using it. I'm gonna attack it with my claws.
Alright. First of all, you need to make a fortitude save as you attack it with your claws, because you're touching it. All right. You take 2 dex damage.
I can make 3 attack. Actually, I can make 3 attacks. I can make 1 with the one bite, 2 claws.
All right. Well, you'd have to make 3 fortitude saves.
Should I make attacks, then the fortitude saves, then the attacks?
I think technically it's supposed to be the fortitude saves after the attacks, but okay. But I wanted to notify you before you made your attacks in case you wanted to abort some of your attacks. You don't have to make 3 attacks if you don't want to.
That's 2 claws and D4s, and bite is D6. I'm assuming the last
well,
one.
13 misses, so. But the other 2 hit.
These are based on strength, correct? Because they're claws.
Yeah. Unless you have. Well, I think you can actually finesse natural weapons if you want to.
Well,
but...
they're both the because you damaged shit out of my dex. They're both the same.
All right.
Oh, plus weapon focus. So yeah, it's +1. 9 damage.
All right. It takes 9 damage, and you do need to make 2 more fortitude saves. All right, that's 1 failure. So that's another 4 dex damage.
That's my turn.
All right, Bulk. What do?
I roll 1d5 first. God damn it! I wish I could get my stuff back, but I can't. Oh well, cut. God damn it. Is 20 a hit?
It is not.
God fucking.
All right.
Wait, there's 2 hoofs. There's 2 hoofs.
Yes. Oh. All right.
Oh my god, really? Really? Okay, fine.
All right. You stomp the moss until it stops moving. Hooray!
Oh my god, it died.
Hooray. Alright, we did lose how much dex?
There's lost 7 dex.
Jesus.
I think Bulk's lost a bunch of decks too.
Yeah,
Well,
I've lost
let's
I've lost
see
6
how
decks.
much I can give back. I have 3 scrolls of restoration. Lesser. So I can give back a total of 3d.
All right. As you cast the first scroll of restoration, nothing happens.
Oof.
The scroll's used up though.
Yeah.
And when I say nothing happens, I mean the spell doesn't even go off. Not that it has no effect.
I'm assuming.
Oh no.
Also, the fog fades away.
What's in this room?
Everything seems to be coated in moss. Whatever used to be in here was probably absorbed by now. But there is another area down here.
Gonna check it for traps.
All right.
They did say the item fucked up the temple or something, so desecrated and shit.
Yes. Yes, you do find a symbol of death on the ceiling. Fortunately, it doesn't seem to be active
I'm gonna try.
for whatever reason.
I didn't want my search check, but okay.
Well, it wasn't very well hidden.
It.
You can. It doesn't seem to be active, so there's no risk. Unless it, like, activates suddenly, but... Alright. You blot out the rune, and it doesn't seem to. So it probably wouldn't work even if it was working.
Arthur's gonna fly into this room and see what's in.
All right. There is a little channel of water moving through, but on the pedestal, on the far side, is a strange object. It's sort of a cube shaped, but it is made up of a bunch of bands of purple metal bent at right angles in a sort of fractal pattern.
It's
Can I check that for traps?
Yes. But while I will continue describing it, it sort of sparkles in an unnerving sort of way. And the light around it in the room seems to be dimmed somewhat. Yes, something like that. Something like the cosmic cube. Also, the pattern in the fractal pattern, it seems to have more depth than the cube is actually big. Like when you look inside of it, it seems deeper than would actually make sense in physical space. It's made out of this strange purple metal, by the way. I don't know if I mentioned that.
so I assume that is the desecration object and also the object we wanted to get.
Yeah, maybe.
Probably.
Probably. I mean, he said we would figure it out. It's a bit
Okay.
weird. He didn't just say it was a cube.
Yeah, I'm gonna check for traps.
Maybe he didn't know what it looked like.
I know. I'm just saying.
All right. There is a glyph of warning on the pedestal, but it also seems to be inactive.
Yeah, I'm not taking any chances.
We can take Audrey's 11-foot pole.
You can.
And then
Also, bulky now have a +1 law.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna. Does it change size? No, it didn't. Damn it.
No, so it's actually a medium-sized longsword, and you're a large-sized creature. So it's actually like a short sword. Or a dagger. I guess it's a short sword.
Still a medium.
Arthur's going to go, so should I go pick it up?
Sure.
Yeah, you know, you're the Wasp Guardian, Zeph. Okay. Arthur just goes over there and picks it up with his teeth
Hey,
and flies back.
hey, I was gonna poke at it first, but okay, fine.
All right. As you grasp the object, you become fatigued. You just feel like suddenly you don't have very much energy anymore.
Tired dragon.
Let's make a check.
And you feel a strange stress sort of next to your heart.
Immediately drop it.
All right. You immediately feel better.
Some sort of magic around the thing. It makes you feel tired.
Let's tie a rope around it. I take out some rope, and we tie a rope around it.
All right. It's a cube. You can't really tie it up very well. It's going to slip out.
Well,
Zach?
it's pretty easy, actually. I'll have you know.
Is that chest still in the room with all the stuff in it?
Yes, it's a very big chest. It's not very portable.
Well, I can carry it. It's not a problem. But it's kind of rotten, ain't it?
Oh, wait. Yeah, so you were in your dragon form when you grabbed the cube, right? Yeah, okay.
I mean, we can just. I have a backpack also that's pretty empty. We can just push it into my backpack.
Arthur picks up Audrey's backpack and just picks the cube up and immediately drops it into there.
All right. Audrey's backpack seems to no longer be a magical extra-dimensional backpack.
Oh no.
You ruined everything.
I know.
Explosion!
Bulk's backpack. I always screw the names up. Bulks.
Oh yeah. Okay. Good. Because I was the one who was talking about that I had a backpack, so to be fair, I think that is correct. And my backpack isn't very fancy, it's just a backpack.
The extra Oh, there we go. That was lag, I guess.
Put it in my backpack.
Arthur says so. Arthur looks around the room. Is there anything else interesting in this room, or is it just a room?
Just the cube is the only interesting thing. I mean, there's some water. You could go play in the water.
And if I look in
You
the
could follow
water,
the water to see where it goes.
is I guess I could. I'm gonna dive. You know, this. Arthur's gonna. Yeah, Arthur's gonna look into the water and see if he sees anything.
Splish splash.
It
he's
appears
taking
to
a bath.
be water. There's nothing interesting in it, just the stone channel. There are grates at either end. So you'd have to break those if you wanted to get through.
So, is there anything in the malls? Or is it just a bunch of malls?
It's just a bunch of moss as far as you can tell. You poke through it for a bit.
I'm gonna poke through it for a bit.
Alright. Make a fortitude save.
Yeah, that's probably shouldn't poke through. Probably wasn't the best idea.
I look at a 5-year-old and I'm just like,
He doesn't make good life decisions. That's okay.
it's okay, he will grow up quickly. Or
4
die.
dex damage.
Oh my god!
Everything is whole.
poor Arthur.
The question is, do I find anything?
You find a bunch of moss.
Very nasty mouse.
Yes.
Okay, can we leave now? I'm tired of these plants.
Yes, let's leave.
I mean, Audrey might want to study the moss. It's possibly a unique plant-like creature.
Yeah, just put it in one of your vials. You have a bunch, remember? You bought like, I don't know, 10?
16 actually.
Okay, 16.
So it's exactly 1 pound.
Take sample.
Yup.
Alright. Audrey takes a sample. Carefully. So she doesn't get all poisoned.
Remember
I'm gonna
to
make
mark
it 3
it.
vials or spooky moss.
Yep, good. Make sure you mark it as
Spooky
fucking
moss.
Yes. I mean,
Yes. Let's get the fuck out of here.
alright.
La ta 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 ti la ta to. Okay, spoopy Archon, wherever you are, we're leaving.
It's not a spooky Archon, it's a lantern Archon. They're like the opposite of spooky.
I well said
Lantern
spoopy.
Archons
There's
are
a difference.
cute, friendly guys that have
There's-
done nothing wrong.
Oh, I got stuck in there now. Could you? Oh, there I am. Never mind. I found myself. But yeah, no, I've said spoopy, not spooky. There's a difference. Spoopy is cute and weird and ghastly or ghostly, I guess.
Well,
Nope, spoopy is spoopy.
okay. Alright, so you leave.
Yes, we'll leave all behind to get attacked by a small puppy somewhere.
I was looking for the name of the nice Archon.
Lantern Archons.
Alright. Chota,
Good morning.
your lizard man guide, is waiting for you there.
Wow, he didn't abandon us. Nice.
Cool.
He and or
pay
she.
him. Yes. we
Hey.
do not assume gender. I will just call it comrade.
It's not an it, it's a person.
Yeah, that's why I say comrade.
Okay.
Because comrade is gender neutral.
Alright.
Friend,
Okay.
bodyguard.
Yeah, comrade is my favorite gender neutral word.
Says going down here.
Yes, let's get the fuck out of here, stupid plants.
Yeah. Yeah.
On the way back, all first level divine spells except spells is always lesser
Oh.
restoration. over
Try
the
something
travels, it
small.
should be nice and back to normal.
Try
I'm sorry, I
something
didn't quite catch
small.
what you're saying, Eldry.
On the way back, every night, every day, I'll prepare less restoration for everything except for one slot until
Alright.
they're healed up.
Well, unfortunately, when you try to cast Lesser Restoration, it doesn't work.
No, the
You know,
entire
we need
area
to-
is spooky.
Well, I think more cube, you know. Remember the flashy guy said something about this has desecrated, cut off connection to God.
Oh yes. Also, your magical box of infinite rations doesn't work either,
No.
and your haversack doesn't work.
No.
Well, to be fair, the cube is in my backpack at least. At the least. So there's that.
Eldry experiments and checks every day how far she has to go away before things work again.
Yeah, I was about to say, yeah, you could do that.
All right. It's about 30 feet away from the cube before magic stuff starts working again.
Okay.
So we're gonna put it away 30 feet away and get
One
lesser
person
restoration.
holds the thing while the
Yeah.
other two go out and get healed.
Yeah. That's essentially how we will do it. It looks stupid as fuck.
All right. So now that you figured out that the cube generates an anti-magic field, you are able to travel with relatively small amount of hindrance.
Yes, and restore our dexterity, more importantly.
Yes. So, you return to Siphus,
Yeah.
and you have to search for Ramius. No one seems to know where he is.
Information check.
Yeah, maybe something like that would be useful.
I don't actually know if you're better at that than me. Nice, you're
6.
I have no idea.
Jesus. You're definitely better. How
Well,
the fuck
someone
you
might
get
be,
some-
you know, someone might be charismatic.
Yeah, it's like
supporting.
that's my spell casting. How I cast magic is like charisma.
Yeah, but it's still really 26. That's higher than my knowledge bonuses.
All right. So, you ask around if anyone knows Ramius. Some of the people you find some of the people he tends to talk to. You know, art merchants, some
Fancy people.
goldsmiths. You know, that sort of thing. One of them finally says, "Oh, he's right over there," and he points to a small white terrier who's just sort of standing around, laying in the sunlight, enjoying.
Oh, for the love of God, he is the dog. I knew it!
What do you do?
Go.
Arthur goes up to the small white terrier and licks it.
I will stay 35 feet away. Just in case he can't shift if we stand close. I don't know things. I don't know magic.
Arthur goes up to it and
Aldrich just thinks she's being insane again, hides behind
That is accurate.
yeah. Not very convincing. Not very. Arthur goes, yeah, that's not a very convincing terrier.
The dog looks at you in a strange way.
I know it's you.
Is the merchant just having a giggle?
No, he's watching carefully.
Okay, so if you're just a regular dog, you wouldn't mind me breathing ice on you.
No,
I'm pretty sure that would kill a
No.
regular dog.
not another dog killer. I'm like, no, do not breathe ice on.
Also, there's a lot of people around, and there would be collateral damage. So
Isn't there?
Arthur says we have your dumb cube.
Isn't there a better way to tell if he is who he is?
the dog looks at you in a curious way.
Okay, Arthur just picks up the dog by the scuff. It's like, okay, well, I guess we're gonna have to do this the hard way.
All right. For some reason, you can't really seem to get a grip on this dog.
Its grapple defense is too high. It's level 20. Oh god, I'm dying.
Do you want the cube, or we could always just pawn off the cube? It seems very powerful, you know.
Fucking dog. Why does it always have to be a dog? I love it.
All right. Make a persuasion check, Arthur. Or a diplomacy check, I guess. It's called diplomacy.
Oh yeah, it's diplomacy in 3.5.
Yes, so you can't use it to seduce people, because it's only for
Yeah.
diplomatic things.
Yeah.
All right,
How to
that's
use
a
it with
disguise
people.
check.
Yeah, disguise, not diplomacy.
Yeah. All right. Suddenly, the dog turns into a tall elven man with silver eyes, silver hair, and a gray wizard's hat. Says, all right, I've had my fun. You found the art object?
Yeah,
This
but we should.
cube of anti-magic.
Yeah, we found your
Yes.
spook magic, so it's just not bringing it to museum.
And allegedly, Arthur here felt very bad from holding it.
Oh, come on. I was gonna get back at him with that.
Yeah, but, and I'm also just saying this, a flowing, what was it called, Archon thingy? Said
Lantern
that-
Archer.
Lantern Arc.
Oh, Lantern Archon, thank you. Said that it had desecrated the temple. Just fair warning.
How interesting. Well, I
Yes.
suppose that could be expected.
Yes.
All right, which of you has it?
I have it here in my backpack.
All
And then
right. Do you hand it to him?
backpack off. I open my backpack and he can look at it and see. Like, if you touch it, I mean, it can. I don't know. Might be a
Let me
bit.
pick it up.
God damn it. It is this one anyway. It is quite fancy looking, but you know.
He says, oh, how interesting. He looks at it for a while.
Pay us?
Oh, yes, when you give it to me.
Yeah, then I
Fine. Arthur's gonna pick it up with the jaws and spit it out on phone.
Well, it's right now Bulk's holding it like in the air, so
I mean, I'll pick it up and
All
give
right,
it
when you
over
pick
to
it up,
him.
you don't feel particularly fatigued or anything. It's
Oh.
fine.
Oh.
Yeah.
Why are you why did you feel bad with this? This doesn't feel anything. And then I just like rub it on my cheek and I'm like, no, it's fine.
It might not work on centaurs.
Audrey, come here.
No.
Grabs Audrey, rubs a cheek.
Audrey feels slightly scruffled by being pulled around like this, but doesn't feel anything strange or unexpected.
Arthur, fine. See, look, it does it when I do it.
Oh, maybe it is a dragon.
Maybe it doesn't.
Maybe.
Or-
Ramius is a dragon too, so
I mean, do you? Oh yeah, go ahead.
You hand it to him, though? Okay. He takes out a very large, thick metal gauntlet made up of some sort of white metal.
Yeah.
And picks it up, and he says,
Hmm.
"Thank you. This will do nicely." And he puts it into a sack on his waist.
Yeah.
You find it curious that the anti-magic field doesn't seem to be affecting him.
20th level wizard, so that makes sense.
Well, even being a 20th level wizard doesn't make you immune to anti-magic fields, so
It could be that the gauntlet is made out of something very specific.
yes. But it would have affected him even before he put the gauntlet on, so who knows. Anyway, he says, you've done very well. Here is your payment. And he hands you a sack.
Oh, what's in the sack?
Yes. 9 astral diamonds.
Whew. Whew. Whew, boy. Money.
Money! Yes!
That's a lot of money to put in stuff.
Also, everybody gets 1,450 experience points for completing that dungeon and stuff. Killing the evil
Nice.
moths and all the plant things and the slimes and the creepy golems and the traps and the lantern archon. You defeated it too, because I don't know.
It's 55
Nice.
XP too much. I'm at 22277.
All right, if you level up, you can do level uppy stuff. Arthur, you're gonna have to take a hit dice of dragon at some point when you go up an age category.
I mean, how long did how long did it take us to travel now?
About a week.
God damn it.
Rolling your hit points like a
I
scrub.
know. No,
You've
no,
got
no.
a D12 too.
I like gambling, so
All right.
Oh.
And you have a bunch of money that's burning a hole in your pocket, as well as some shiny loot.
8 skill points. D4 dice, so
That's not that bad anyway.
actually 8.
Still have a bunch of hit points. And I am now replacing one of my maneuvers with Mountain Hammer. Because it is just straight out an upgrade of it.
Question.
Yes.
Right.
Okay.
Arthur's gonna go. So now what?
Now you have a night of debauchery with all this money you've got. I don't know.
Lots of fun. There we go. Mountain Hammer. Woo! I now have a door opener.
Yes.
I
You
can
could have
now
bought the spooky
spell
moss
level
before
1
you
spell.
before you went to Lantern Archon and was warned about it. That was fun.
I can now store 1 level 1 spell to shelter. Hooray.
Arthur's gonna go back to the wizard, the guy who gives him all the jobs, and see if he has that letter.
What letter?
Before they left.
Right. It was why don't we get into that next week, since we've only got like 20 minutes left.
And I get a new class ability. Fellow Surge. Yay, I can re-roll a single saving throw. Once per day.
Yay! Unless you're in an anti-magic field. Or wait, no, that's a... Is that a super... I don't think that's a supernatural, is it?
It's an...
So.
EX.
Okay.
Extraordinary. Let's see. So technically, I'm level 7. Next level is ability score.
Yes, no ability scores until level 8. But you are level 7, so Aldrich gets a new spell level.
Nope. Level 6 was a dead level.
Oh,
I
right.
get one at level 7. But I do have second and third level.
God damn it. Yeah, I just remembered the only thing that the thing that's holding me back from taking the prestige class I want is my base attack bonus.
Oof.
Arthur's gonna go up to Audrey, so now what?
Now you spend all your money and level up, and then we meet next week,
Yes.
basically.
Need to buy. If I buy a, what's it called? I need to look it up. There's a crossbow that also counts as a melee weapon, I think. Do I
I'm
have to
an
enchant
idiot.
that twice?
Yes.
Oof.
Once for ranged weapon, once for melee weapon.
I am so annoyed right now. I am an idiot.
I won't make the cost scale, but yes, you would have to trade it twice.
Arthur didn't level up, so you know.
Right? Weren't you already level 7? Or I don't know.
Let's see. Wait, level 7. Yeah, but that's 20. If we're going by that all his total levels is level 7. That's 28,000 to his.
Yeah. Yes. I mean, your hit dice count as levels, basically. They just don't give you any fancy abilities. I mean, they are very nice hit dice as hit dice go.
You make him immune to acid and a bunch of other things, but
Yes. They're very nice hit dice.
Bladed crossbow.
And I should have been attacking twice with the longsword and twice with my goddamn hoofs. I'm an idiot. I forgot
You
that
can't
my
attack
base
twice
attack
with
is
a
high enough.
secondary weapon. Unless you've got like 2 weapon
Really?
fighting or something.
Really?
Yeah.
Because the hoof is hoof attack.
A secondary. You get your 2 hoof attacks from your 2 hoofs, but you don't get 4 hoof attacks. Each hoof only attacks
No.
once.
No. I meant yes.